Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a quick foundation review. I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple of my favorite foundations. I wanted to do like a battle of the foundations because I've been trying to decide between two of my favorites, which one I like better, and I really can't decide. So I've been talking about my Diorskin Forever foundation forever here on my channel. This is in shade 045, and I recently purchased the Estee Lauder Double Wear in Cinnamon. Even though this foundation has been out quite a while, I really didn't jump on board with everyone else. They came out with some new shades and it works really well for me, so I have fallen in love with this foundation. So I thought I'd test them out. I'm gonna wear the Diorskin Forever on the right side of my face and the Estee Lauder on the left side of my face, and let's see how they wear all day, and maybe by the end of the day I'll know which one is my favorite. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me for today's video, and if you're new to my channel, you know what to do. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. So it's early morning, I'm drinking my coffee. I have a little breakfast here too. This is the Power Crunch bar. It's my favorite breakfast bar. You can purchase it at Walmart. It has 13 grams of fat and 13 grams of protein. It's kind of a wafer consistency. This one is in chocolate mint. I've already moisturized, so let's start off with the primer water by Smashbox. My second primer is the Tatcha the Silk Canvas. I've really been enjoying this primer, and I thought this one would be a good one to use today because it really doesn't do anything like, it doesn't make my skin more luminous. It's just a nice basic primer that just allows the foundation to go on really smoothly, and I didn't want to do anything that would interfere with the wear of the foundation, so I'm going to use this one today. I'm going to apply the foundations using the same method. I'm going to use a brush. I've been really enjoying using a brush lately. At some point I'm sure I'll go back to a beauty blender, but I've been enjoying the brush. So here we go. Alright, let's start off with the, these things have seen better days. I have a backup bottle. This is still my first bottle. I'm at the end here. So we'll start off with one pump. Okay. And both of these, this one I believe says it's medium to full coverage. So this foundation is actually full coverage. I said medium to full coverage earlier, but it is full coverage. It is for sensitive, normal, dry, and combination skin, as well as oily. It has a matte finish in SPF 35. An ultimate skin perfecting 16-hour foundation that delivers medium coverage. See, why did it say full? Okay. First it says it's full coverage, but then it says medium coverage and leaves a luminous matte finish. That's kind of strange. Okay. So it's supposed to control shine, reduce the appearance of pores, and blur imperfections, and leave a luminous matte finish that lasts for up to 16 hours. Alright, so it's a very natural luminous finish, but still some of my blemishes, and this side has more blemish marks right here. So some of them aren't covered yet, so I'm going to go with a second pump. Okay. And we're really going to concentrate some here. Some of the blemishes are still peeping through. I would typically use concealer, so it doesn't really bother me. It takes a lot to cover this. But some of the blemishes on this side are peeping through. And you guys know I have some like pore issues here as well. So the Diorskin has the worst side as far as how my face behaves, unfortunately. So let's just go ahead and move on to the Estee Lauder side. I actually purchased the pump for this one, guys, so it doesn't come with a pump. Estee Lauder sells a pump. So this is one pump. It says full coverage, sensitive, normal, dry, combination, oily skin, matte foundation, 24-hour foundation. So the other is 16. A 24-hour liquid makeup with a flawless natural matte finish that unifies uneven skin tone and covers imperfections with a buildable medium to full coverage. And I think I've kind of tested, and the colors look similar enough that hopefully I won't look like I have on two foundations. This may be because there's fewer flaws on this side of my face than on this one, but right away I feel like this one offers more coverage. Like, I don't really feel like I need to go in with another pump, to be honest. I feel like one pump of the double wear is enough. Okay, so I'm not gonna put on a second one. That's already a plus. It looks like you can get more full coverage with less foundation with the double wear. This one always feels really lightweight, so it still probably feels more lightweight than the other. So let's go on to concealer. And I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm trying to just stick with things that I know I like. I'm not going to use much today because it's all about the foundation. So I just wanted you guys to know what I was putting on. So I'll be using this concealer and we're going to just speed through this part. Okay, guys? Let's zoom in a little bit, guys. Powder, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier again. Tried and true. So I'm going to use that in my concealer areas. And I'm going to use my Chanel powder in the other areas. Again, these are just products I know I like. So we're going to use these. Okay, so this is what we're looking at like now. Okay. I really feel sorry a little bit for the Diorskin. You know, this is an area where I have issues, so please don't hold it against the foundation. All right, guys, I'm gonna sculpt my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done. So let's just dust this off. Let's dust off the powder. Okay. Starting to fluff it out a little bit. So this is what we're looking like before bronzer. Okay, Diorskin, Estee Lauder. All right, so I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back, guys. This is the completed look. This one is only supposed to last 16 hours and this is 24 hours. I am gonna wear this all day into the night, but I won't wear it for 24 hours. Who does that? So we'll just see how each of them holds up over time, and maybe I'll know at the end which one I like better. So I'll check back in with you guys later and give you some updates on how the foundation is looking. I don't know what's going on with my hair, guys. A little rough, a little rough. So I was in the nail salon when I did my other updates. It was just too many people for me to be talking to the camera. Hence the reason why I was silent. So I had been wearing the foundation for about an hour when I did that update. And now it's been about 2 hours. I feel like the Estee Lauder side is more matte. And the Dior side is more luminous. That's what I'm noticing about the two and how they differ. But they're both still holding up really well. I have not blotted. Can't believe it. So we'll see how long I can go without blotting. I'm off to pick up my best friend and we're going to get something to eat for lunch. So here's my lunch. There's my bestie. She is throwing down. Okay, so let's see what the foundation is looking like before I eat. Okay, so it's now been 3.5 hours. Thank you. It's been 3.5 hours. This is what we're looking like. Estee Lauder side, Diorskin side. I'll check in with you guys later. So now we have some cocoa bread. Still throwing down. I still haven't started. About my makeup. So what do you think? Okay. So she's liking the Estee Lauder side, guys. So we shall see what it looks like at the end of the day. I did touch up my lipstick. I'm always amazed at how oily I get. But in all fairness to both of these foundations, I have had this on all day and I actually even took a nap. Nap. They're both still on my face. I laid really still. So I've now had the foundation on for 9.5 hours. I just can't take it anymore. I have to blot and powder. So I actually have blotting papers this time. So I've not blotted or put powder on all day. So this is what we're looking like. So here we go. Goodness gracious, this is awful. Oh my God. I'll show you all of these when I'm done, guys. Honestly, oh wow, these are nice. Honestly, I don't think that I'd be this oily if I wasn't indoors, like at home, a good portion of this day. Like I noticed that if I'm just in the house, I was out a lot earlier, but then I've been home for a while. My skin is much oilier if I'm just here in the house. Okay, we're gonna stop there for just a second. This was the first sheet, and these are the two that came from the Estee Lauder side. Here are the two from the Dior side. My whole face was oily, but I think that throughout the day, I noticed more luminosity and shine on the Dior side, and the Estee Lauder Double Wear side remained more matte. Okay, so we're gonna just add some powder now, guys, because I just can't take it. Because I'm gonna wear this a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier in my concealer areas to touch up. Okay, and let's go ahead and like gently go over my eye area. I'm always amazed at how oily I get during foundation reviews because I just don't typically see that during the day because I don't know. I don't notice getting that oily, and I blot at some point during the day, but I don't blot all day. During these reviews, I'm kind of oily. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the Chanel powder. Let's do this, okay? We're gonna make sure there's nothing left on my skin. So now we see that after 9.5 hours of wear, oily mess, and I'm combination, but that was just oily. But look at how easy it is to refresh everything. Sometimes foundations that are just not the best will break apart. You know, they don't just get oily, they get oily and crumble. You know, you don't even see any foundation on your face anymore. So I had to just blot and apply a little bit of powder, and it looks almost like I have a fresh face on. Right now, I'm still not sure who's winning the battle. I think that the Estee Lauder might be winning as far as just long wear, but I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure who's winning yet. Because I still love them both. So here's where we are at 9.5 hours. I will check back in another few hours because I still have some things I need to do this evening before I go to bed. So I'll wear this a little bit longer, and then I'll check in one more time with you guys and let you know my final thoughts on both of these. And I still don't know if I'm going to have a winner by then. I'm not sure yet, guys. We'll see. Okay, I'm at the end of a very hot, greasy day. I forgot to mention that it is summer, and I think it might have even been in the 90s as far as temperature. So it was really hot today. This is what we look like now, and it is now 12:36. And I started around 11, so over 13 hours, I guess, is where we are. Yeah, over 13 hours of wear. I think that's a pretty doggone good foundation review. I'm not going to blot this time. I'm just going to put a little bit of powder, and we'll take a look up close at the foundation, but I have to do something. I have to do something. Almost there, guys. I like how my bronzer has held up. It's held up pretty well too. My bronzer blush. Just a little bit of that off. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments about which one you thought looked better throughout the day. As I mentioned earlier, I felt like the Diorskin was definitely more luminous and my oils were peeping through more quickly with this one. I got oily regardless. As you can tell, even though I am combination, I get so oily in my T-zone, and especially like on a hot day, and if I'm not getting a lot of ventilation or air is not really circulating that much, I just will get oily. It's just what it is. So I usually have to blot or touch up or do something to keep that from happening. Even though I will get oily here, I need to have on a foundation that doesn't come off every time I blot and doesn't break down, and the oils don't just destroy the foundation. And both of these have done pretty well. I do have on Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, but I feel like this side with the Estee Lauder has just held up a little bit better. Both of them got oily around my nose. I typically will get a little bit more oily here more quickly. There's a little settling here, but they wear pretty well for the length of time that I have had them on my face. They have held up pretty nicely, even though I got so oily. I think that the Estee Lauder is more full coverage because I only needed one pump with that one, and I needed 2 pumps with this. I do have more to cover over here. I felt like I needed more with the Diorskin than I did with Estee Lauder. So I kind of think that the double wear is a new favorite of mine, but I still feel that I will wear my Diorskin when I want medium to full coverage, but I don't want it to look as matte, when I want it to look more luminous. The Dior is only 16-hour wear, and the Estee Lauder is 24-hour wear, and I actually believe that would be the case. My poor eyeshadow, I mean, my skin has been so oily that my eyeshadow has even come off. It's time to take this off. I just wanted to do this comparison to see, and I think if I wanted my foundation to just last through the heat and to look its best for longer, I would choose the double wear. And if I just have a regular long day, but I want a more skin-like appearance and I still want that full medium coverage, I would choose my Diorskin. So I still love them both, but I do think the double wear might be a new favorite. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this battle of the foundations. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about the foundation, leave those down for me below. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe before you leave. So I hope to see you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.